Hey everyone, just here with a quick little video letting you know about the next release date for the GTA Online DLC. December 13th is when we are going to most likely see a brand new GTA Online DLC. The reason being is because the GTA Plus bonuses for this month are going to be ending on December 12th, which is on a Monday, and then on a Tuesday, December 13th, is when they are going to start a new one, which would go hand in hand with a brand new DLC, like they always do. This is obviously going to come to no surprise to anyone who's ever played GTA Online around that time in December, because without fail, so far, every single December, we've gotten a new DLC in around the second week of December, or the second or third Tuesday. No surprises there, but it's of course nice to kind of get a semi-confirmation by Rockstar, basically going like, hey, you can expect this to be a thing. What it's going to be, I don't quite know just yet, but I know that there's going to be a bunch of rumors floating about, because just like 2 years ago with the previous heist challenge or like heist event month, the Puerto Rico heist was released the month after, and that was the big DLC of the year. I want to stress that I personally don't really think that there is going to be a heist DLC. We don't really have any sort of evidence of that becoming a thing. I more than likely would expect something along the lines of what we got last year with the contract DLC. The reason for that I'll touch in a little bit. Having said that, if you are interested to see what I would personally love to see in a next heist DLC, check out the video on the top right of your screen. I kind of got over what I would personally love to see in a heist DLC. I'm not saying that I don't want one, I'm just simply saying that the chances of it seem to be not that likely, considering how many heists we already have within the game. But again, I'd love to see Rockstar do another heist DLC, especially considering the fact that we have the next gen consoles now, and maybe they'll be able to do some more cool stuff with that extra power, if they bother to utilize it. In terms of what we can possibly expect, there has been some things floating about the internet over the past week, released by Test2, who did an article on What If Gaming. You know, the man is going international, exclusive articles. He is soon going to forget about all of us on Twitter, and no longer will he appear in that one certain YouTuber video every single... Wait, actually that's me as well. Shit. I've become what I feared the most. Anyways, back in June of 2021, Tess was sharing a little bit of information about something called Repinator, something that was registered by Rockstar back in October of 2020, the website called Repinator.com, which kind of goes hand in hand with Gtamen, which is a similar type of name, which is a game that was released in September of 2009 in collaboration with Timbaland on the PSP. Some of you might still remember that game. Before its time, it was quite cool because you could make your own beats and your own songs, and while it was, you know, I had never really played it myself because, you know, I just don't really care about making music because, you know, I'm not that talented, but it's something that Rockstar has already got experience with. Now, according to Tess, and also according to Monkey Police, who's found some stuff within the game files, it does appear that it could be a possibility that we're gonna start being able to make our own custom beats within GTA Online. At least that is what the game files are pointing towards. This will be something that could either be like a central thing around the new DLC, or it could be, you know, just an addition to the Dr. Dre studio already existing within the game. Maybe it was something that was cut from the contract DLC and was originally planned to come out later or anything along those lines, but it would be cool to at least see it being added to the Dr. Dre studio. Having said that, I don't particularly hope that it will be the core focus of the DLC coming out in December, because if there's one thing that the biggest DLC of the year, that, if we're gonna be completely honest, would be the only DLC this year in the game, is just going to be making a bunch of beats, I'm going to cry. But having said that, Tess does also mention that it could be following a similar path like we had with the contract DLC, where one half of it is making your own beats and mixes and that sort of stuff, and the other half focusing on Michael. It would make sense, you know, seeing Michael return in the DLC is something that kind of a lot of people have kind of been screaming about. I know that Ned Luke would love another payday, and since he spent the last decade doing nothing but boasting about how great GTA 5 of a game is, I'm pretty sure that Rockstar wouldn't Gtamen might rehiring him again for yet another last hurrah for Michael. Now, of course, what would that DLC entail? Possibly just something surrounding the movie studio stuff, I would assume. Hopefully we'll get a similar quality in terms of cutscenes and all sort of stuff like we have with the Contract DLC, if that is going to be a thing. Heck, maybe they could even expand upon it even more. It would be rather cool to see more of Michael and just more of the quality that we had with the Contract DLC, because honestly, it felt single player type of quality. There was all the humor in there, there were cutscenes that were well made, and honestly, it was just an all around great DLC. Regardless, that is some of my thoughts. Of course, I'd love to know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for more, and if you really like what you see on the channel, consider becoming a member like KFC Chicken, Chloe, Shapeshift Gaming, Scott, and Rocket Raccoon. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.